These representatives energize their supporters, but do they really represent most people in their districts? Well, not exactly. Before candidates appear on the ballot in November, they have to make it through primary elections a few months earlier. A majority of states have closed or semi-closed primaries, meaning only members of the Republican or Democratic parties can participate in them. The problem is that while 31% of people are Democrats and 25% are Republicans, 41% of people are independents. If the independents were a party, they'd be the largest, but in many places, they get no say in who will appear on the ballot in November. This leads to candidates who only have to please the most extreme subsets of the population. Moderate candidates lose out. What makes the problem worse is that most congressional districts aren't competitive. The same party wins the election year after year after year. Take Lauren Boebert's district. It's classified as safe Republican and hasn't elected a Democratic congressman since 2011. That's true of 83% of congressional districts across the country in blue and red states alike. One party knows it will win, and the only real competition is in the primary. But in most congressional districts, voter turnout is critically low in primaries. The average primary turnout rate in 2020 was only 24%, compared to the general election turnout rate of 67%. Lauren Boebert won her primary with just 10% of eligible voters casting their ballot for her. But once she was the Republican nominee, she was all but guaranteed to go to Washington. So, no wonder Congress is becoming ever more partisan and unpopular. The 116th Congress had a near record low approval rating of 15%, yet 95% of its members were re-elected in the last election. The primary system may be broken, but while we push for reform, make sure you go out and vote, both in November and when your state holds their primary. There is no better opportunity to make a difference.